Hello, beautiful Earth Angels. Welcome to Earth Angels Unite. So happy to be here with you. Just pressing go live on Instagram as well. Hope some of you will join me through there. Okay, welcome everyone. Oh, shoot. Thank you, angels. I have to edit something really quick. I forgot to kick off Facebook and kick it back on, and it's so Mercury retrograde right now. So, yay! All right, let's add it back in. Thank you, angels. You're the best. And hopefully that will work. Thank you, angels, for fixing Facebook Live for us. Thank you so much. You're amazing. I'll start again. Hello, Earth Angels. Welcome to, I knew I was forgetting something yesterday when I was setting up. To Earth Angels Unite, transmission number 67, transform disappointment into divine order. Disappointment is a normal human response to a situation that's not going your way, the way you want or think it should be going. And disappointments are disappointing. But the angels remind you that it's okay to get disappointed, but you don't have to stay there. Surrendering to divine order is a courageous act that creates miracles. Hello, welcome, good morning. Hi, Katie. Hi, Marie. So, my intention with these transmissions is to gather us Earth Angels together to wake up, to shine your light, to spread your wings by healing the pain, healing those issues in the tissues, and whether that pain is physical or emotional. And of course, when we gather together, we are more powerful. So in these transmissions, I'll be sharing teachings from my debut book, Receiving from Your Angels, 4 practices to heal your pain with angel love, and an angel meditation or activation to help you to trust your intuition, to relax and cherish your body, to receive your next level of angelic pain relief. And so my name is Jill Kempner. I'm an angel coach and author, and I'm an energy healer. So what I help my clients do is to heal the pain in their bodies with the love of the angels by working with angel Reiki, IET, crystal healing. And it's such a joy. It's such a joy. I'm so grateful to be able to share my medicine, to live my soul's mission. And, part of my medicine, I've been tuning into what my soul's medicine activates within others, including my clients. And one of the downloads that I received from my soul was that my soul activates your truth, your power, and your joy. And I was like, I love that. And it totally makes sense. And so I want to welcome everyone who's going to be here live today, all of those of you connecting with the replay, to be surrounded in a circle of love and compassion and empowerment, miracles and joy. And happy, right? Happy Tender Tuesday. Happy spring equinox. We're in the equinox portal. I think we've traversed into the Aries season as well. So happy spring and happy equinox, right? The equinox is this time of equal day and equal night. And I think it's so interesting that this teaching came forward. I mean, I'm talking about it from personal experience. But then I realized how much the equinox and that equanimity and that balance and that harmony can play into this transformation of disappointment into divine order. So it's all perfect, right? It's all divine, as I like to say. Hello, welcome. Say hi if you're here. Excuse me. And so recently I've been experiencing a series of disappointments in my personal life, personal and professional life. I have a friend who was clean and is using again. I have another friend who has a very serious and major health issue with, lots of ups and downs. I have several client issues, a big tax bill, and more. And so as I was traversing through and, doing the mundane and working and all of that, I started to notice this ongoing theme. I'm like, there's kind of a theme with all of these experiences that I'm having, excuse me, of feeling disappointed. And, it really made me pause and look deeper within. And I asked, I kind of was like, am I holding on to something else here? Do I have a deeper or bigger disappointment that I've never processed or integrated? And so using the tools, right? Using all the tools that I've gathered over the years, the energy work, the mindset work, the parts work, I went inside and, did the inner work with my angels. And I discovered that I was holding a really deep disappointment. I drink a sip of water. Sorry, I'm just. This is emotional share, vulnerable share. It's so easy when you kind of write it down, but then when you're saying it out loud, it's like, oh my gosh. Okay, thank you, angels, for cleaning my throat so I can talk. So I had this disappointment, and of course, I'll just share it and then I'll talk about logically. My parts were disappointed that I wasn't able, this is sort of the deeper disappointment, right? That I wasn't able to save my mom and my brother. And I don't know if that resonates with any of you. So now logically, I know that it's impossible to save anyone, and that they were on their own journey. But, my cords and my karma were one of rescuing. And my parts felt deeply disappointed, and like I had failed them. And, it started to make all the other disappointments that I had been experiencing come into, sort of come into perspective, right? So when I dug deeper in, I knew I needed to surrender this disappointment to my angels and welcome the healing balm of divine order. And I mean, there's just so many layers to, saving my mom and my brother, wanting them to have, wanting them to have more joy, wanting them to have more peace, wanting them to have more self-love. And of course, not wanting them to have, the illnesses that they have. Good morning. Good morning, Lauren. And so, there was a shift at some point. Once I realized that these current disappointments were connected, I was actually attracting current disappointments, right? Because that in my heart, in my core, there was this wound. Hi, Michelle. Good morning. Of that deeper disappointment that I'd never really released. And now, of course, it's only been 7 months since my brother passed away. So there's still, grief is forever, right? But it changes. And so, but I'm still sort of knee deep in grieving my brother. And I know that, that's part of the process, is releasing regrets, releasing the bargaining, releasing the disappointments, and feeling like I disappointed them. Now, when I tune in to my angels, I know that I did not disappoint them, but I still have that part. I still have that wound. So I'm just listening to see what else the angels are saying about that before I go back to my script. So I think I'll share a little bit more about that. So I wanted to be set free, right? So, I was able to shift into being grateful for these current disappointments, which was like a whole nother way. I was like, oh my gosh, I can be grateful for this, right? Hello, welcome. Showing me that I was still holding on to this disappointment, that I never saved my mom, that I never saved my brother. And so remember, energy can never be created nor destroyed, only transformed. So I wasn't going to get rid of my parts, right? I wasn't going to get rid of the disappointment that I felt. I was merely going to transform it into trust, and trusting the divine order. Because I know, because again, it's back to like, I know I didn't, disappoint them. I know that I didn't not save them or rescue them or whatever, because I believe in divine order, right? And as an earth angel, we are here to embody the benevolence of the divine, to trust that there is the trust that the universe, God, is benevolent. And so, in this deeper trust, in the benevolent divine plan, right? And in their own ways, my mom and my brother suffered immensely, and now they're free. And that does give me peace, right? It's just a part of me that was holding on to that disappointment. Hello, welcome everyone on Instagram. My IG people. I have to like click over screen to see who's there. So what else are the angels saying? Yeah. So we know that disappointment, right? It's defined as a sadness or a displeasure caused by the non-fulfillment of one's hopes or expectations. It's like, oh yeah, that's a pretty good definition, right? And disappointment, the energy of disappointment, and why we resist it, why we numb and buffer and resist and suppress and exile disappointment, is because it triggers other emotions, right? It triggers regret, sadness, loss, hurt, other disappointments, right? Which for me ended up being a gift, because I was like, oh my gosh, all these current disappointments were really shining a light into this core disappointment that I know isn't serving me. I know being disappointed I didn't save my mom and my brother, and that they both died young. I mean, gosh, my whole family died young. Doesn't serve their soul's evolution, doesn't serve my soul's evolution to continue to hold that pain and that wound. And I know that sharing this is going to help you in some way. So I hope so. And here's something the angels were saying to me. That was one thing they just said to me, right? Is like, holding on to this isn't helping their evolution, isn't helping my evolution, right? There needs to be healing. There needs to be a release. There needs to be transformation. But if we don't clear the disappointments, right? I see what they're sort of showing me is it kind of festers and becomes another energy, can cause other issues, right? If it's not released, if it's not integrated, right? It can turn into self-loathing, addictions, physical pain, right? And heart issues, because disappointment is a shadow of the heart. And so disappointment is real, right? We know it's real, especially in the plane of duality and our humanness, right? But we have to understand, and part of our evolution is that it's just a part of us, right? It's not who you are. You are your soul, right? And you've got a team of angels around you who love you unconditionally. Sorry, the fairies are tickling my nose. But disappointment, what the angels were showing me, right, the angelic perspective, is that it's a limited view of the world. And I was like, oh, I love that. right? We're feeling like the appointment was dissed, right? That disappointment. But the angels remind you that if you allow your heart to be filled with disappointments, and this is similar to hurt in the sense of like, we hold on to the hurt so we don't get hurt again. I think we think if we hold on to this disappointment, that experience will never happen again, but that's not how it works, right? Because when what we are holding on to inside of us, we are attracting back to us. And so when you hold on to those, disappointments in your heart, you put up a barrier to your angel's love, to the flow of divine order, which again creates miracles, right? Surrendering to divine order. And so in divine order, I did a whole YouTube live about it several times ago. Right? It means that you trust that there is a benevolent divine plan unfolding for you and your loved one's highest good and highest healing, not just for you, for everyone. Right? And for me, that's been such a balm on the wound of these core disappointments. And so understand, it's like trusting you're exactly where you're meant to be. And I know that, and I say that with such compassion. The angels say that with such compassion, because that can be hard when you're going through something, when you're going through an initiation. Right? And what, so interesting, because this morning I was remembering something my coach said. She says, on the divine, feminine leadership, you're always in an initiation. And I was like, oh yeah, that's right. So we're always in an initiation. So this was my next level of initiation. I'm even going to be emotional of it, because I know that this is healing as I'm talking about it, into divine order and trusting the divine plan unfolding for my highest good and my highest healing and for everyone I love. And I know when I tune in, when I sync, when I stop buffering and numbing and running and busy, that I know my mom and my brother are good. I actually got several angel signs from my mom and my brother yesterday, which was just so perfect. License plates, of course. And I was like, okay, I know I'm on the right path. You guys are here. You're sending me love. You're all good, right? And we still have to grieve. So I hope that's helpful. So when you're in the divine order mindset, right, and vibration, you can more easily hear from the angels. So of course, my angels in this year of 2024, and this year of this universal 8, this prosperity and power, like I'm up leveling into another level of understanding divine order and not letting disappointments, when I'm getting this download, not letting disappointments knock me off my path. It's like, oh yeah, okay, so I'm disappointed about 5 or 6 things. Okay. And they said something else. I hope I'm going to get to it. Yeah, it's down here. Good. Because they said something else cool about this. So remember, divine order is a vibrational mindset, right? That all is well. And what does this bring? It brings acceptance, equanimity, and receptivity. And so angelic pain relief is knowing that no matter what you're feeling, right? No matter how heavy or how painful it is, it can be transformed back to love. That's what I do. And the other part of my medicine, I know I talked about in the beginning some of what my medicine activates in others. Another part of my medicine is alchemy, is transformation. And I know that word transformation, we use it a lot. It's become a kind of a key term that coaches use. And it's true, but at the same time, it's part of what I do for people. It's part of my medicine, right? It's like turning the wound into wisdom, taking the pain and turning it into peace, right? And how do we do that? We bring in the divine, the angelic perspective of that wound. That's how we do it. It's kind of that simple. And we need support while we do it. And so the spring equinox, right, brings a time of equanimity, equal day, equal night. And this helps us with the paradox that both disappointment and divine order coexist. And so the equinox can also offer us a choice to decide which reality we choose to live and vibrate in. And here I give you all your power back. That it's a choice, right? And again, what did I say in the opening? Disappointments are disappointing, right? They're gonna happen. It's part of the human journey, but we don't have to get stuck there. So hopefully knowing the higher perspective of disappointment is trusting divine order, you can get there faster, right? And get back into the flow of your angel's love, right? What I talk about this in my book, Breaking the Sacred Promise, right? We devote to our fuel. We devote to our intention. We devote to receiving love from the angels, right? I'm devoted to receiving love from my angels. And then boom, we're living our lives and we get, disappointed. What does that mean? We've broken the sacred promise, right? Of what? Staying in the flow of our angel's love. So what do we have to do? We have to re-devote. Get back in the flow of our angel's love. Get back in the flow of trusting divine order. So I hope that makes sense because I got that download. So we can hold both energies equally, right? The disappointment and the divine order, and then choose what feels better to us, right? So the choice and it gives you your power back. And I love that. I always want to take my power back. And so if disappointment keeps occurring for you, right? And we can actually say this for almost any energy, but we're talking about disappointment now, so we'll focus on that. There may be a deeper or unprocessed disappointment that needs to be addressed and healed. And an opportunity to clear that imprint from your field, right? Because basically I was like kind of vibrating disappointment because that core disappointment in there of feeling like I didn't save my mom and I didn't save my brother and now they're both gone and on the other side was such a wound for me. And the angels are like, hey, we're going to let you know you have this wound by just giving you some other disappointments. I mean, I had so many. I was like, what is going on? There's something the angels are trying to tell me. And it could be like, again, the same with you, with any energy, right? So it doesn't mean you're never going to get disappointed again. When I fully clear this disappointment of feeling like I didn't save my mom and I didn't save my brother, right? From their karma, from their wounds, from their pain, from their death. Right? When that wound completely heals, it doesn't mean I'm never going to be disappointed again. I'm human. But here's the shift, right? It means it won't stick in the same way, right? Because it's not attaching to that deeper unprocessed disappointment. Does that resonate? Does that make sense? So it's like spring cleaning the closet, right? We're clearing out the old disappointments and making space for divine order, right? And space for our angels' love. And for any future disappointments won't sting as bad, right? It's not going to take us down this a totally another path. We're going to still stay on our path no matter what disappointments are coming up. Okay, thanks, Katie. Yeah. So I help my clients with this because I help them find this part in their body and we heal it, right? With the energy medicine, with their daily devotional practice, with their self-energy work. Self-energy work is a core part of my program. I teach you how to give yourself angel energy, and then you give yourself angel energy every day until your session with me. And then we have a potent transformational session. And then you go back and you keep doing your own inner work. And then we come back and have another potent transformational session, right? Till we get you to your result. So I hope that's clear. Of course, I'd love for you to coach with me. If you want to work with me one-on-one, go to my website, jillkempnerhealing.com, to the free conversation tab. You can read about the breakthrough conversation and fill out a short questionnaire. I just up-leveled that, so I kind of simplified the questions. Shouldn't take more than 5 minutes to fill out, 2 to 5 minutes. And then once I receive that application, then we can set up that free conversation. And in that conversation, it's one-on-one time for me to be with you and share the angelic perspective of your pain and how my coaching programs are going to get you that result you're looking for. So, and if you have any questions, you can email me. I will also be out. So I decided to, next week is spring break. And initially I wasn't going to lead a YouTube live because I was going to take the whole week off. And then I look a little more, well, then I had to cancel 2 weeks ago because of a cold. And then I looked at the calendar and I said, oh my gosh, it's a full moon eclipse. I'm in. So we're going to be here next week for our full moon eclipse. Whatever's going to happen then, whatever I'm going to teach then, I know is going to be great. I want to say thank you so much for sending me, love and prayers during this grieving process, and just so grateful for all of you beautiful earth angels, everyone who's comes live, everyone who connects with a replay. Just thank you so much for your love and your support and your understanding. And so the card that I pulled, right? How are we transforming? You're going to love this one. Disappointment into divine order. Ask and receive. So what does that mean? Ask for the disappointment to be transformed and receive divine order. It's that simple, right? But we have to ask, and we have to do the inner work to tend to that wound, right? We're not spiritually bypassing. We're saying, hey, I have this wound and I'm going to use the tools. I'm going to put a balm on the wound, right? And bring in the transformation, bring in the love of my angels, the love of my soul, the love of the divine. So let's do a quick meditation. Close your eyes, take some cleansing breaths. Hi, Amy. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Jason. Hi, Sporter 1188. Welcome. So this is a meditation to transform disappointment into divine order so you can be free and take your power back. Ooh, love it. So allow your breath to ground you into this moment, into your body and onto the earth. Feel Pachamama below as you sink your energetic roots like roots of a tree through your legs, through the soles of your feet, through the Earth Star chakra to the heart of the earth. Take a breath as you sync your heartbeat to the heartbeat of Mother Earth. And welcome your team of angels here that love you unconditionally. And we also welcome Archangel Michael, Archangel Raguel, Archangel Ariel. And Archangel Raphael. Welcome the amazing archangels to send you so much love. You're just ensconced in love. And set your intention, right? Place your hands on your heart and devote to opening your receptive channels. I am devoted to receiving love and divine order from my angels. As you open your heart to your angels' love, pause, breathe, and receive your angels' love and devotion for you. And so we're here on the precipice, on the portal of the equinox, on the precipice of a new season. And so we welcome the medicine of equanimity, the angels of equanimity, to help you hold both disappointment and divine order in equal measure. And as that happens, your heart expands, your body relaxes. And your energy body activates. So as you relax and cherish your body, just let go of any tension in your head, neck, or shoulders, in your back, just anywhere in your body. Just exhale out the tension, down and through the roots. Feel your physical relaxation activate your energetic roots. Breathe and welcome emotional relaxation, knowing there is room for all of you. All of the disappointed parts, the sad parts, the hurt parts, all of the parts that are in pain, they're all loved. And as your emotions calm, your body can relax even more. So breathing, and we invite the masculine energy on the right side of the body, the feminine energy on the left side of the body to come into harmony, to balance. Soothing the emotional body in the universe of parts. Breathe and welcome mental relaxation. Inhale from the roots to the crown, filling up with the sacred plan. And exhale from the crown down, squeezing out like a French press, all that disappointment energy. Inhale, open your mind and receive your next level of trust. And from the roots to the crown, exhale from the crown down like a French press, squeezing out those disappointments, that pain. Creating space in the mind. One more time, inhale from the roots to the crown, breathing in the spaciousness of divine order. And exhale from the crown down like a French press, squeezing out that energy, the vibration of disappointment, the wound of disappointment, the pain of disappointment. Your mind is open now to miracle mindedness, to divine mind, to you. Breathe and welcome the main supporter of divine order, spiritual relaxation. And so see your soul. Feel your soul. The love, the compassion of your soul, the love and the compassion of your beautiful soul. Surrendering this energy of disappointment, the pain of disappointment, the wound of disappointment into the arms of your angels. So remember, you're not getting rid of the part. You're getting rid of the energy the part is holding. You're letting go is better the word, right? You're releasing it, surrendering it. And your angels welcome that, your guardian angels, because they know you're going to feel lighter and more free and more powerful. And just breathe as you create space for grace. Every amount of that disappointment, let's use the power of the group. You already know what I'm releasing. The disappointment, that core old disappointment. And I feel it. It's sticky. There's like tendrils to all these other emotions and feelings. So it's like, okay, angels, just do your work. And so we welcome the medicine of release and lead with your heart, the medicine of receive and trust your intuition, happening simultaneously. Remember, you're receiving to release. So receiving, Raguel stepping forward in front of you, bringing in an infusion of divine order. And it's filled with grace. There's this energy of karmic grace, which feels so good. Thank you, angels of karmic grace. So as you sink your thinking mind into your feeling heart, open your heart wider, deeper, more, step into your heart temple, onto the center of infinity, activating the safety nets of releasing. You're safe to release, you're safe to let go, you're safe to heal. And bring that disappointed part into your heart. Maybe it already is, mine is. But there's a lot of spaciousness for it rather than it being kind of sticky and tendrils. It's like all this space. As Raguel fills you with harmony and grace and divine order. Michael's working on your aura, expanding the aura and cutting any cords of disappointment that between you and another person. Sometimes we have our own self-disappointments, right? We're disappointed in ourselves. But if there's a energy of disappointment with another, either they're sending it to you or you're sending it to them, doesn't matter. Michael's clearing that. And so feel your soul and your guardian angels and Archangel Raguel just acknowledging that disappointed part, acknowledging the energy of that core disappointment, having the courage to see it, having the courage to look at this is it's so courageous to be vulnerable. And our vulnerability allows us to open to our angel's love to the next level. Our sensitivity is a gift. And so just breathe. As you acknowledge that part that's been holding this disappointment, maybe since another life, maybe since childhood. Just listen with love and have the courage to ask, what lesson am I learning from this disappointment? What is the deeper meaning of this disappointment? It could be a current disappointment. It could be a past disappointment. I feel your angels kind of going to that core one, right? So that we can elevate our vibration into the trust that we are loved, we are held, we are safe. That's what I'm hearing. And so trusting, receive and trust your intuition, right? Receiving karmic grace, receiving the patience. So feel when your angels are here and your soul is looking at this part, there's no rushing. There's no urgency to hurry up and get rid of that disappointment. It's just love. We're loving ourselves through it. We're loving that disappointed part and simultaneously inviting it to release the pain of that. That's the power of the archangels. So receive the spaciousness of divine order, the grace of divine order. I feel this energy of karmic grace as we gather together. Whether you're here live, whether you're connecting with the replay, we welcome the power of the group to invoke the energy of karmic grace. A dissolution of the karma of disappointment. The heaviness of disappointment, the pain of disappointment, the wound of disappointment. We ask that this be alchemized into divine order. Our awareness of divine order, our acceptance of divine order, our embodiment of divine order, our focus on divine order. And we release any, I'm hearing this really deep clearing of any spiritual bypassing. So there's this clearing, there's this big release. So your body may twitch or show this big release of buffering and numbing and exiling that energy of disappointment. Any hiding of it, hiding it or hiding from it. There we go. You may feel emotions rise and fall. You may be in a deep state of stillness. It's all perfect. Just let this happen. Trust. And now I'm hearing the angels ask and receive, ask and receive. What are you asking for? We ask the one question, what lesson am I learning from this disappointment? And I'm hearing, thank you, angels, for drawing near at this time and revealing to us what we most need to know. Thank you for helping us up level our awareness of divine order, up level our trust in the benevolence of the divine, up level our knowing, our feeling, our sense that we are loved unconditionally. Angels of karmic grace, angels of divine order, angels of harmony. Surrounding you now. And so I'm feeling the selenite. I'm going to get my selenite wand here. That was actually my crystal today. And I'm feeling Michael cleaning your aura very close to the physical body. And there's just a clearing. It's starting from the crown down, and a clearing of any negative thoughts, any disruptive thoughts, any disappointing thoughts that may still be floating around in your head or your field. So he's just slowly combing through the aura with the selenite wand, which connects you with your higher self. And your higher self, your soul, is always in acceptance and trust of divine order. There's a total acceptance and trust. So feel your soul's love inside of your body. Feel your angels lighting up your soul. And we welcome the medicine of divine order into our hearts, our minds, and our energy bodies, into your aura. So that's what Raguel is doing. He's like sending this like powerful vibration of divine order into the spiritual layer of your aura, the mental layer of your aura, the emotional layer of your aura, the physical layer of your aura, down into the cell, through your heart, and then from the heart down into the cellular memory, to the DNA. So take a cleansing breath as you receive that. And we bring our hands to our heart in prayer mudra. We dedicate all the healing that we've received today to all our relations in all directions of time. Feel, see, know, and trust your angels are bowing to you with so much love and devotion and deep, deep, deep compassion as we seal our meditation with a namaste. Namaste, my friends. Okay, that was so amazing. Thank you all for being here. Thank you so much for your love and support of Earth Angels Unite and of my angel coaching practice. You are such a gift. You are such a blessing. I hope that this was helpful. Feel free to comment, share, or like. And I hope to see you again. Yeah, you're welcome, Katie. I hope to see you next week. We're going to have, we're moving into, so we're going to be in spring. We're moving through that equinox portal, and then we have the eclipse portal. Powerful, powerful energy. So looking forward to that transmission and what the angels want to share. I'm totally open to how I can serve you the most. So again, all my love and angel blessings, and I'll see you soon. Bye, everyone.